A quick start here. West Virginia wins at 125 pounds. Let's go over to Jared.
Thank you, Kyle. Jet Strickenberger, how does it feel to get that win that big? Look at this crowd. How does it feel to start the dual meet in that fashion?
I mean, it feels great starting off strong for the team, having a backyard brawl right here. You got to come strong, finish out the whole match, wrestle the whole match, make sure there's no points for the other guy on the board.
You finished the duel against Iowa State with a huge upset win. You start the Pitt match with a huge upset win. Do you really think those are true upset wins for this Mountaineer team?
No, these aren't upsets. These are supposed to happen. I feel like that every match, every time I get out there. If I win, it was supposed to happen.
Jet Strickenberger, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Jared. Jared with Jet victorious at 125, and Tony Mason Kernan for the Mountaineers off to a good start here at 133.
He sure is, and done a nice job of getting in and really battling through in that position that they were fighting in order to get himself a three-point takedown. He probably really secured it when he was able to step over and hook the leg.
Kernan, just a freshman, up against a freshman in Matt Marlow of Pitt. Kernan, a Pennsylvania native, Bethel Park, Pennsylvania.
Looking at these lineups before getting going here today, it was almost too close on paper that you knew something was going to happen. There was going to be some mix-ups in the lineup, and Mason Kernan coming out at 133 was a good surprise for this. Very exciting to get this duel started.
Oh, does he have that tilt? Looks like he's getting some counts. Looks like he's going to get all four of them.
The indication from the official, the 4 back points on a 5-0 lead for Mason Kernan. This is the opposite, Tony, of what we saw on Wednesday. West Virginia fell behind Iowa State 20-0. Obviously gave up a lot of bonus points early. The Mountaineers finished strong. They won 5 of the last 6 weight classes, but falling behind 20-0 against a nationally ranked opponent, you're not going to recover from that. But again, the opposite today. West Virginia off to a very strong start.
Well, and when you looked at that match, I mean, it was a 5-5 split in terms of the matches, right? The issue was bonus points. And already today, even in this match, is probably going to be pretty tight. 6-4, 5-5, something along those lines. But West Virginia's already earned an extra bonus point with that Strickenberger major decision.
And Kernan strong from the top, just like Strickenberger was at 125.
Well, you see that he's got his foot up there a little bit extended, not really in a great position, but a lot of times what you end up doing is you sort of reach through the other side, grab your own foot. Could end up with a stalemate here or something, because I don't know where they're going to go from here.
There's the whistle. 35 seconds left in this first period.
Kernan, 1:46 on the top so far. I mean, that to me, being able to get those takedowns, really spending that time on top, beating them up there is a big advantage moving forward.
There's a connection here with Kernan, big connection with this Pitt coaching staff. Of course, we mentioned Kernan from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Bethel Park High School, that's where Nino Bonacorsi went as well. 2017 graduate of Bethel Park and a national champion wrestler at Pitt.
Not bad, right? I mean, I think the pretty cool thing about anybody coming up from a high school where you have somebody who's gone on to college and won a national championship is you get to know that it's possible from where you are and that you have an opportunity to do that. And that belief, that idea is a major factor in your success.
Good hand for Kernan, an outstanding first period. A 7-0 lead for Kernan over Marlow.
7-0 lead with 2 minutes and 21 seconds of riding time.
Marlow, as we mentioned, a freshman from East North Point, New York, and some issues with consistency, as you would expect with a freshman. He's been in a win-loss pattern his last 8 matches. And Kernan has the advantage here. There's the escape. That increases the lead for the West Virginia wrestler, Kernan.
Well, again, up 8-0 at the moment. he did a nice job on the shot and really being patient and finally getting that takedown.
Kernan was not in the lineup Wednesday, well rested, did compete against Princeton at 133. Lost that match, so again, he's come out very strong here. Defensively, nice job again by Kernan.
West Virginia corner telling Kernan to build that lead, up 8-0. Still looking for more points, you know, more points from the freshman. Keep his feet moving, stay active. He's stuck in a sucker position here from a front headlock. You know, looking a little bit on the defense, needs to realize he's near the edge of the mat. He can get out of there and get back to his feet and score some more points for the Mountaineers.
There's the stalemate, 52 seconds left. So we'll restart neutral. Kernan dominated that first period from the top, well over 2 minutes of ride time.
What he's struggling with a little bit here is being able to get underneath, right? Marlow is a little lower than he is, so he's having tougher to get to that shot so much. And to the point from the coaching staff is, if you're focusing on scoring points, you know, you're in a better headspace, you're doing better things. And not only is that what helps you win, obviously you score more points than the other guy, that helps you win, but it's a mindset and a mentality the whole time about where you're at and what you're doing, regardless of where the time or the score is on the board.
Marlow
gonna
inching.
get warned for stalling.
Yeah, he was inching towards the out-of-bounds barrier. Kernan hanging on there. 5 seconds left for the restart.
To the corner's point, he's driven out. He's he's just in a sprawl position. He's being pushed toward the boundary. Hopefully it's a non-issue in terms of a warning for stalling. The challenge is, though, whenever you're ahead, and this is probably a subconscious thing with most officials, whenever you're ahead, they have a tendency to call the guy who's ahead for stalling more often than the guy who's not. So it's just something you have to be aware of.
Started neutral here in the third, with West Virginia's Kernan up 8-0.
Well, Marlow didn't want to have any part of starting on the bottom, right? So, because he got ridden like crazy here throughout the whole match for so far. So the best shot he's got to score is probably on his feet.
Kernan's still moving here. Looks disciplined on his feet, taking smart shots, finishing, gets stuck there underneath again with that front headlock from Marlow.
He seems to be pretty comfortable in that position, holding on to that elbow. I don't think Marlow's been able to threaten him a whole lot from there. So it's a comfortable position in terms of the stalemate, but it's not a great position in terms of being able to score.
So I'm very impressed with the movement and the hand fighting of Kernan. It's not very much wrestling from space with him. He's in there, in your face, collar tying, getting ready to work his stuff.
Well, you know, there's nice.
Beautiful.
Yep, nice job with that. He's going to get another 3.
11-0 the lead. Kernan lost the headgear there.
Well, look, right, but that's what happens when you're working on scoring points, right? You're just trying to get to a spot and score. I think that's going to, he's got the headlock, okay? I thought this is sort of a, they're going to warn him for stalling, and he's going to give up a point here.
That gets Marlow on the board, but again, Kernan well in control. He's been in control, the aggressor from the very start of this one. Now we've got a bit of an injury break there, I believe, for Kernan. Reapply that headgear. They're going to work on Marlow as well, something with that wrist or the hand.
I think he got some blood on it. It looks like Kernan might have a little bloody nose, and funny thing, blood doesn't just stay in that one spot. So and I'm probably sure he got the bloody nose from getting smacked in the nose by Marlow. It's going to happen.
Pack it up, let's go. 18 seconds away from a win. I'm sure he's ready to get back out there.
All right, so just look at this shrug and grabs his headgear and pulls it off. Now, is that a technical violation because he grabbed his headgear? Probably. try for one more tilt if he can get it.
Marlow hanging on here. And this one is going to end. Very, very impressive performance by Mountaineer freshman Mason Kernan at 133 pounds. He wins it 12-1. West Virginia with a pair of 4-point victories. Strickenberger and Kernan have the Mountaineers